I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, this is the NFL on EA Sports. Jones and the New York Giants taking on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Now Dion Lewis to return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Giants go to work on offense for the first time, and it's Daniel Jones leading the way, the number 6 pick in the 2019 draft.
A little bit of broken record time, partner, because we know that this young man, Daniel Jones, was a surprise pick at number 6 overall. But I thought that he got better and better as the year went on in his rookie year. A lot of trial by fire. Needs to protect the football better while in the pocket. But when he's at his best, he can throw it and run it. And he's an ascending quarterback. 24 touchdown passes as a rookie.
Here's Jones on first down, and incomplete to open things up. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Jones now throwing again on 2nd and 10. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Jones. And Tate's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
Across midfield to the
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
now second and
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. Caught, right side, it's Lewis. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Now Jones to throw on third down. Caught, right side, Tate. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Gallman. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Holding. Defense.
Come on, man. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Being chased out left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Second and 2. This is Gallman. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Gallman will run it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Gallman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. From the gun, Jones. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The linebacker, Jordan Hicks, flying in there for the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Jones. And out of bounds right around the 20. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 3, Cardinals nothing.
So good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. When we think about these two franchises, the Cardinals and the Giants, so much riding on their young quarterbacks. And they were the first 2 QBs taken in the draft back in 2019. Murray first to the Cardinals and Daniel Jones 6 to the Giants. On the move to his left. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. In the secondary now for the Giants here on third. From the gun, Murray. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First grab for Fitzgerald. He's got a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down, and that's what he just did.
Murray now on first down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And this is Kenyon Drake, 5th-year man from Alabama. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
First down, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. He'll set up the screen to Drake. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And New York set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll begin with a run by Gallman. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On the draw, this is Gallman. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. From the gun, Jones got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Jones on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, Jones. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Dion Lewis there to make the grab. And the Giants add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, here's Edmonds. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The football going back over to Arizona now. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On first and 10, here's Murray. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half from the former Duke man, Daniel Jones. His guys lead it by 10 as we send it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. On the return, here's Edmonds. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he powers his way up past the 30.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. Rolling to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
Here's Murray from midfield. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Williams.
Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. 3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray stepping up. He's going to keep it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Murray. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. From the right hash. This from 48. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
10. Cardinals 3.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Jones now back to the air on 2nd down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Angelo Blackson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
But we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the return is Kirk. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing on first down is Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's taken down inside the 30. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake, but it's going to be second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again, Murray. Throw left side complete. It's Drake. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 at the 19. Murray a give. This is Drake. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Murray. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Holding offense.
Are you serious?
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, Murray. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
12-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Murray, he can run for it, and he will. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run. It's Drake. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face. That's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it was capped off by the Chase Edmonds touchdown run.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And here's Lewis. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
And they'll begin by running the option.
Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That 2nd down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jones. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
He starts by handing this off to Drake.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And they're going to face a third down.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense, very happy with what you're doing.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Intended for Christian Kirk. Incomplete. It's now fourth down.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the second time. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sidelines?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. Now Jones on 1st down. That's complete left side to Shepard. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Jones signaling, let's go, trying to get his guys up to the line. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
At the 36.
Get his 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Operating from the gun, Jones. Going right side here, and that's complete.
Jones pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Second and 4. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Operating from the gun, Jones. Flushed out right. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
At the 26-yard line.
So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Cutting and maximizing your roster. This is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.